Anything positive happen in Nipissing First Nation?
Well, we're plugging away with trying to get some infrastructure dollars ironed out to complete, connection of our communities down at the Yellock Cheney end, looking at the construction of 20 assisted living apartments for our seniors, trying to get that off the ground. We're one step closer in our cold climate greenhouse project. We made an announcement last week on that, which will be farming fresh vegetables in the community, like a micro greenhouse made out of like sea cans. There's a lot of technology that's been put into that type of greenhouse, so we're going to explore that idea to just create more food security. One thing the pandemic has shown us over the last 2 years is how important food security is, especially for our elders and vulnerable in the community, if we're dealing with situations like that. So it's a good, obviously green project that we're kind of excited about. Hopefully will take off and spin into other businesses in our community. Yeah, we're doing all kinds of things. We'll be building a new police headquarters for the Anishinabek Police in our community. That's being scheduled, and
where's that going to go?
That's going to go. We settled on a location just west of Sturgeon Falls at Jocko Point, because the way the APS is set up is our cluster of officers do enforcement work for Dokis and Wanapate, as well as Nipissing. So right now, the APS office is located on the very east end of the community, which tacks on another 20 minutes or so to emergency calls. So by moving it further west and closer to the highway, because it'll be just off the highway, it'll improve like call times to some of these other communities, and as well as it's about halfway between all our communities on Nipissing, so it'll improve call time there as well.
Well, I think the APS and Sturgeon, West Nipissing, and North Bay Police sometimes work together on things too, so probably a good idea to have a central location between the two communities there, the non-native ones.
Absolutely. We've got good working relationships with both municipalities and as well as the provincial. It does work in our favor. Even though West Nipissing's not municipal anymore, they have the new OPP headquarters just on the west end of Sturgeon Falls, near Cache Bay there. So it's strategically it's a good location.
And of course, got to keep your neighbors in line, eh?
Yeah. But we've been really lucky with our relationship with the provincial government and having a local MP that is quite active in the provincial politics, Vic Fedeli. It's we've had a good working relationship that has turned into a lot of support for our initiatives, which we haven't really seen in a long time. Not everything is perfect, but I think we've made the point quite strongly with Minister Fedeli that when Nipissing does well, the entire region does well, and I think he's really taken that on, and we are seeing a lot of funding come our way in certain areas that helps us grow economically. There are other distractions that in fact may not even work in our favor, like the annuities settlement claim is not not getting full cooperation. We should be negotiating settlement, but we're still in appeals court. So you have to separate those things and take the wins where you can.